There's no way it was that easy. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today's super exciting. We are hoping to get this started for the first time, which is gonna be legendary. This is the OG Skyline. This is what started my life here in Japan, so it's super special, and hopefully all the parts arrive today and we can get this done. Otherwise, we're gonna be swapping the interior from the giveaway stage here and the spare part stage here. So everything good from this car is gonna come out and go into there and make this thing even better for you guys. But first of all, I've got to go to Up Garage to get a few parts and things that are missing, and at the same time, I wanna try out a new camera that my friends at Insta360 sent me. Got a catback exhaust. It's actually wild, dude, how loud these are. And this still has its caps and everything. Trumpet, baby. It's all about the trumpet power.
It's like a symphony in one instrument.
No, it's just one instrument, bro. Yeah, can I have a trumpet espresso? Arigatou gozaimasu. Ah, arigatou. Eh? Fair lady, hi. Dude, some of the Japanese, some of the brand, like, what do you call it?
The model names?
Some of the model names of cars in Japan are so interesting. So this one's called Cocoa. The other one that's hilarious is Isis. Toyota has a whole car called Isis over here.
Daihatsu has a Naked.
Yes, they do have a Naked. There's another weird one.
Hustler.
Yeah, the Hustler, the Gino. Like, there's all these interesting names over here that I just feel like would not fly.
Speaking of Hustler.
Yeah. Oh. Just there, nice white one. I want to buy it. Driving a trumpet. Every time you put your foot down, it's just every time without cue. How can I do like the American anthem with my Z? It's just how it goes. We've just arrived here at Up Garage, and if you're wondering how we got those super cool shots on the way here, it's all because of Insta360's new Go 3 camera. It's super lightweight and portable, and you can shoot up to 2.7K hands-free POV. If you guys didn't notice, I've actually been wearing it on my shirt to get those shots. And it comes with a massive 170-minute battery life when you're using the Action Pod here. Check this out. Just like that. Now, obviously we're here to get some parts for the stage here, so let's put this thing right there and go walk around and see what we can find. We definitely need a new pod filter because the pod filter on there is disgusting. There's an HPI one. Oh, this has got the 4-bolt pattern. This one's in better condition, but I'd rather a new one. Do we have a new one here somewhere? I think this one's super cool. Look, Super Power Core Type LM. That would be a cool, and it's brand new. Looks great.
It's blue on the inside too.
Yeah, that's sick.
So
it matches the pins.
Right.
Hey, there we go. Suspension, I think we're good. Always like looking through here though, just seeing what's here. It'd be cool if there's like some old school gauges or something in here. Oh, sandwich plate. Oh, There's a lot of stuff here. Let's keep looking around, see what else we can find. Oh, steering wheels. It does need a new steering wheel. Let's see if there's a Nardi. No, imagine a GR steering wheel. Dude, that's wild. I would keep that for my car.
Yeah.
Just so when you sell it, you can return it back to stock.
All the like controls and everything like that are...
Well, Nardi sells a adapter.
Oh, right.
Workspell sells the adapter.
Yeah, it goes behind it.
Goes behind it, and you get all the controls. Do you know about this? I need to put one of these on the Z. Because the steering wheel's so far forward now, I can't reach the turn signal.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow, OEM Silvia S15 wheel. How much do they want for that? Like 30 bucks? What? $120? Dang. Hey look, I think that's like same as May's. Looks similar to hers. Momo wheels. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys want? I want to put a Nardi on it, but if you guys want a nice Momo wheel, I'm happy to put one of those on too. We got what we came for. Let's go. We are back at the shop. We had a little bit of a pizza break, but we're getting straight into the Stagia. So you can see door panels are all off. Riley's been rocking the new Insta360 camera and getting a ton of POV stuff and time lapses. But the guys have been going through it. Look at this, brand new to us. Front driver's seat, passenger seat, getting the rear seat switched out now. It's gonna look real good. And these are the old door cards. The new door cards are over here, just switching out the window switches too. It's gonna look good. I started looking at this. I was actually able to remove the pins, but I really don't like how dirty these are, and they actually seem pretty old, so I am gonna switch the whole top ones on. If I don't like the blue, we can always just put some oven cleaner on it and it'll strip it and make it silver, all the anodizing off. So we might try that if I don't like the blue, but we'll switch those out real quick. I've also been really busy working on this. All the parts arrived that I think we need, all the fittings and hoses and stuff for the oil cooler, so we should be able to get this thing cranking and starting tonight. Little bit of a progress update on the Skyline. I've got everything plugged in now on the harness and figured out. All I need to do now is wire in the cam angle sensor plug from the Skyline side of the harness and put the plugs on. But I need to just triple check this with the multimeter, because this was one of those weird chooky versions of the R33 where it was technically a series 1.5. So I could have either the series 2 or the series 1. I don't know if there's a difference, so I just want to triple check that with the multimeter first. But everything else is pretty much good. I just need to hook up power steering lines and stuff so oil doesn't spray everywhere, and then hook up the oil cooler and we should be done. Obviously, there's a lot more buttoning up we need to do, like the radiator and all that kind of stuff, but if we can get this thing to just crank and run for a couple seconds, that would be my goal. The boys have been really busy with the interior swap, and they've been time-lapsing and filming it all and stuff, but as you can see, we got the door cards all off in here, the rear seats taken out and all that kind of stuff, and they're being transplanted into the giveaway Stagia.
So after changing the door cards, we found out that the part Stagia is probably a higher spec model. So Daiki right now is working hard on swapping out the switches because the wiring harnesses in the doors are indeed different.
1, 2, 3.
And then this one only has 1 and then 2. I think it'll fit the door card, right? Hey, good job. Oh, nice. So that works too. Awesome.
Perfect time. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Perfect time though to remind you guys about the giveaway Stagia. Every dollar that you spend on SAMMIT.net gets you entered for a chance to win the car. Make sure you head there right now, don't sleep. I'm gonna get back into this. We'll give you some more B-roll and updates on the Stagia. Hopefully, we'll get this thing cranking tonight. Well, time has definitely flown past, just kind of going over everything. At some point, I gave up on putting the oil cooler in, and I just did a little loop hose here for the cooler for now. That's probably not gonna even open, to be honest, just because it's thermostated, and I only want this thing to idle for like a few seconds and shut it off, because obviously we don't have a radiator. I disconnected the 2 belts for the AC and the power steering so that that's not spraying fluid everywhere. But for now, everything's kind of hooked up. I need to set up the trigger and make sure that's working, and then we should be good to crank it and see if it'll just kind of catch and start up. I obviously, I haven't had time to do the remote idle air control valve or anything, and I'm still on the fence if I want to just change this to electronic throttle body. So there's a few things that I need to decide there with what I'm doing. Also, I kind of just don't like how the TPS sits this far out here, so I don't know. We'll see. If we go to electronic throttle body, that'll just make things so much easier, I think, in the long run. And I know Pleasant Man makes a kit that just bolts straight on. Just means a little bit more wiring at the end of the day. But I want this thing started and running. Another thing I noticed is maybe my throttle cable won't reach. It seems a little short and it won't kind of fit in there, but maybe if I take it all out of the little stays here and snake it around a different way, it'll just reach, but it's pretty short. So I don't know if I need a custom one or not, but yeah, we'll decide on that later. But for now, let's just see if we can get this thing running and if we've set up the trigger kit right and everything like that. That's my main concern, that everything else is working that we've done, and then I can kind of finalize things over the next week or so. I just finished checking timing with the trigger kit and everything's looking really good. I used an old spark plug lead from the Bogan 32 to be able to set this. It's like the best way to do it. I always have really bad luck with just using like the wire going to the coil pack in these. So it's just easier to just use an old spark plug lead and it works great. Now, we were actually only about 15 or 20 degrees away from where we needed to be with the new trigger kit, and everything seems to be working good. So if I plug the injectors back in now, there's a good chance that this thing will just start right up, like first go. We've got oil pressure and everything like that from all the cranking, so there's really nothing stopping me from starting this right now. I'm gonna quickly calibrate the TPS, not that it really matters because I don't have a throttle cable, but I am gonna have to blip this a little bit to keep it going because we don't have idle control. But let's just see. Let's see what we can do. Maps open. Okay, now let it go.
You're off.
Okay, there's it off. All right. Let's see if it'll start. There's no way it was that easy. Bro! The thing sounds stupid responsive. Like stupid responsive. What? How is this thing? How did this? Now I want to let it run more. Okay, now I want to put time in and put the radiator in and stuff. But what the frick? Dude, it sounded good. We can let it run a little bit more, but I just want to check that there's no oil leaking from anywhere or anything weird like that. I don't even have the wastegate tight on there. Like it's on there, but it's not tight. I just couldn't get over the throttle response just then. I just can't believe it started so easy. Do we dare try this again? Anymore. I'm happy. The Skyline's alive. The official first start. That is insane. Looks like I need to tighten this fitting of it. Is that? Oh no, that's fine. I thought it was leaking. It wasn't. It's just a little bit of the. That's ridiculous. I can't get over that. That is, dude, this is the best thing. So tomorrow morning, I literally am jumping on a flight. So I've been burning the midnight oil. It's nearly 1 a.m. just to hear this thing start. I am so excited. I am beyond excited. The first official start. Oh, I can't believe it. It finally ran. I can go to Canada now knowing that this thing is running. It feels incredible to hear this thing come to life again. This thing has been stuck in my shop since the first shop, unmoving, like just dead, nothing. Eventually I was gonna dive into it. And to hear the new engine in there start up and just get a little sound of the note and kind of just hear how responsive it is on idle, just when I blip the throttle and stuff, it's got me really, really excited. I can't get over how easy the thing started. Obviously, we still have a fair bit to go from here. We have a lot of lines we need to sort out. We got to tidy things up. We got to get a throttle cable sorted out, and just, you know, the oil cooler's got to get mounted. We got to put the whole thing back together. We got to get the fabrication done, which is probably going to be the hardest part about this, but it is done for the most part. For the most part, it runs. Got to get an intercooler in and all that kind of stuff, and the radiator, and there's a lot that needs to be done. But for now, it starts. It then means that everything's kind of good. No leaks, nothing went wrong. I think we're good from here. The only other things that I need to work on that's probably going to be a little bit more tedious than everything else is the remote idle control valve, which should be relatively easy. I just don't know what plugs to use, because I have to use the 34 or the RB25 NEO idle control valve. And this just has 2 wires that come off the solenoid, as in on the 33. I think there's like 3 separate plugs that do idle control. There's the idle control valve that's normally on the back of the manifold with 2 plugs, and then there's another one down the bottom that plugs in under the manifold. And I don't really know which one of those I'm gonna use. Obviously the Link ECU, I can probably control them all, but I just need to figure out and do a bit of research and work out which just 2-wire plug I need for that valve. And then that will sit down onto the side of the, you know, the strut tower a little bit there, probably under the fuel filter, and I think we'll be all good. But I'm talking a lot. There's obviously a lot that still needs to be done and hook up and get sorted, but for now, it ran, I heard it. It's gonna give me insane motivation to get this thing finished out for the last like 5% of it. And that's the most important thing. You've heard me say this before, but with ADHD, that is the best thing for me to hear right now. Obviously, I know we've still got a long way to go, but just getting that kind of sense of satisfaction, of accomplishment, will get me over the finish line now. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you're excited about one, the OG R33.4 Skyline coming back. I just realized there's 2 Skylines, or 2 R, technically not an R chassis, but you know what I'm saying. 2 34 swapped front end cars here. It's kind of cool. Hope you're excited about the OG Skyline coming back. I hope you're as excited as I am hearing that thing start up. And I hope you're excited about the giveaway stage here. Don't forget, every $1 that you spend on SAMMIT.net gets you entered automatically for a chance to win this car. Another quick tip as well is make sure that you select USD. We have a currency switcher now. If you're confused about the yen rate or anything like that, down the bottom of the website, you can just change it to USD, and then it makes everything easy. Look at these fresh new seats in the front. Looks incredible. I'm not so sold on the blue hood pins either, so I'm probably gonna put some oven cleaner on that to strip off all of the anodization and make them silver. But check this out as well. The new front seat from the other car looks good. We're still gonna shampoo these and make them all look good. We're gonna shampoo the carpets and stuff. Get a Nardi or a Momo in there. Curious to know, let me know in the comments what you guys wanna see in there. And then everything else is kind of coming together and looking real good. I'm wrecked and it's time for me to head home, but before we do, you've seen the footage throughout this video, and if you're interested in the brand new Insta360 Go 3 freehand POV camera, then make sure you check out my link down in the description and grab yourself one. Thank you Insta360 for sponsoring today's video. Definitely enjoyed it. I'm beyond excited about the Skyline starting for the first time. And with that guys, smash the like button, write us a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one on the other side of the ocean in Canada. Peace. You ready for some trumpet power? Yeah, can I have a trumpet espresso? Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou. Fair lady, hi. Cut you out of frame. That filthy mongrel. Nah.
First I'm a mug and now I'm a mongrel.